You're listening to an encore presentation of Life Talk with Wade Sorochan. Highlights of previous shows featuring special guests and open line discussions. Since this is a pre-recorded presentation, please do not call. And now, Live Talk with Wade Sorochan on AM 930, The Light.
We're saying come on down to Bob Barker here on the phone line on Live Talk on AM 930, The Light. Mr. Barker, welcome to the program.
Thank you, Wade. It's a pleasure to be with you.
Well, Mr. Barker, may I call you Bob?
Please.
All right. Well,
I've had great experience with Canadians. When we first started The Price is Right, it was a big hit in Canada from day one, and it was still a big hit in Canada when I retired. And we had a lot of Canadians come to the show. We had a lot of Canadians on the show. They're great people there.
Well, I was one of those people in the audience in 1986. I took a group of about 46 listeners down.
Great.
And none of us got called down, Bob.
None of you did?
None of us. I'm thinking, there were 46 of us. The audience holds about, 200 or so?
No, about 320.
320. I thought the odds are good. You pick about 9 people per show, right?
Well, we always get people out of groups. I can't imagine you having a group like that from Canada. I had Canadians on one of my last shows. We had a group of Canadians there, and they were all wearing T-shirts, Bob Barker for Prime Minister. and I told them, I said, as soon as I get retired here, I'm coming to Canada and accept that invitation. I'll be your Prime Minister, and whatever your problems are, I promise to make them worse. They're waiting for me.
Sure, that's a pretty good platform. Well, I have to ask you this, Bob.
It's a lot more honest than most of the platforms.
Exactly. Now, in your retirement, do you miss being on television and doing The Price is Right or anything on television right now?
The thing I miss most is the money.
Ah. Oh, at least you're honest.
Yes. No, I miss the people, of course, but I see the people. I go out to dinner with some of the people, and I don't miss it nearly as much as I expected to, and I think it's because I retired at just the right time. Mm-hmm. I didn't stay too long, and I didn't leave too soon. I'm quite content with the fact that I retired exactly when I did.
And what are you doing in your retirement? How are you enjoying these things?
I'm talking with you. I've always done a lot of work for animals, but now it's amazing. I'm looking forward to the day that I can just sit and look off into space and be bored. I said the other day, I'm going to go back and start doing the show again so I can get some rest.
That's very good. Out to Onaway, and this is Julie. Hello, Julie.
Hello.
Hi, you're on with Bob Barker. Did you ever think you would ever have a chance to talk with Bob Barker?
I don't think I would have ever dreamed of such a pleasure, no.
Well, here he is, Julie.
Hi, Julie.
Hello, Mr. Barker.
It's a pleasure speaking with you.
You too. I've watched you for years and enjoyed your show.
Where do you live?
Where do I live?
Yes.
I live about a 30-minute commute out of Edmonton, out of West Edmonton.
Well,
I live on a very large acreage, and I have a lot of animals myself.
The elephant would be better off out there with you.
Yes, I think the world's biggest animal lover.
Great.
I would never take anything bigger than a Chihuahua to the city.
I hope you'll do all you can to help us free Lucy.
When you said that you're doing what you can from California, I have been there. I've been to the San Diego Zoo, and I like to see animals roam, have freedom, which they deserve. That's what God put them on this earth to do.
That's right.
Yeah, Julie, thanks for your call.
I have one last question.
Okay.
Is there any way a person can email Mr. Barker?
Mr. Barker doesn't have email. Mr. Barker is computer illiterate, and Mr. Barker's going to die that way.
Okay.
Good for you, Bob. Julie, thanks for the call.
Okay.
You're not even family members have tried to convince you to at least get on Facebook?
Oh, my brother, he worked in advertising on the Internet. He's retired, too, now. He thinks I'm something out of the 18th century or something. And my nephew, he lives with a computer. I mean, he's a contractor, and he needs it, and he's an expert on.
Yep.
But I have so many problems anyway. Why have a computer that I have to fight?
Well, even your very last show on The Price is Right, you still hung on to a microphone with a cord.
That's right. I did that all the shows I did. I had had the microphone with a cord. I'm a throwback, and I don't fight it. I admit it.
Well, Bob Barker, it's a pleasure to have you on the program. And you know what? The invitation, if you do come to Edmonton, I'd love to have you in the studio here and we can talk some more.
Very good. If I get up there, I'll just try to do that.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you.
There's Bob Barker, former host of The Price is Right and longtime animal rights activist.